We're going to segue into tattoos. Tattoo topic. Tattoo topic for today is copying tattoos. It's really funny because we kind of came up with this topic earlier in the week to talk about today. And today I did a consultation and someone brought in a tattoo, a picture of a tattoo, and he wanted it exactly like it.
Ah.
Exactly. Now, when people show us tattoos and they're like, something like this, very common. You know, we actually encourage it. We're like, what do you like? You know, let me see what you like, what your eye really is drawn or attracted to. But when someone comes in going, I want this exact tattoo, that's a little more rare, you know? But it happens. It definitely happens. And he said something really good. And he wasn't even Polynesian. He had an accent of, I honestly, I don't know. But he said, he sat back and he was like, you know what? Because I said, I'm not going to copy the tattoo. And I was going to go on about more things. And he sat back and he said, okay, look, why don't you guys copy tattoos? Is it religious? Okay, so he definitely didn't know. He didn't know why.
Right.
Why can't I get the same tattoo?
Where did he get the tattoo from?
Google on internet.
He just Googled
Yeah,
tattoo?
it's a very common tattoo. And honestly, a lot of tattoos that come in where people want the exact one are common tattoos. So, what's your take on it? What do you think?
I mean, prior to me getting involved in talking to you, or IslandTAT, and talking to you and kind of learning about everything, I think I did the same thing. Like, I didn't know, when I got the first leg tattoo.
Right.
I went to Uncle Jeff and I was like, hey, first I was like, I think I showed him one and I was like, I want something like this. And then he's like, no. And then he told me write down a couple of specific like words, and then he just designed something for me. I didn't really know what I wanted. I mean, I've seen pictures of things that I wanted, but I mean, I essentially did the same thing because I didn't know the culture. I didn't think there was anything wrong with it.
So, for those of you that don't know, James is Mexican.
Super.
From out here in Cali,
yeah.
Right?
Yep.
But for what, 20 years you've been involved in the culture?
Yeah.
Based on just festivals and with me, with IslandTAT, and
traveling with you and
kind of have a connection with it, right?
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, you wanted, right.
I learned, but I can see how it's a common misconception that like you can just go in and see something that you like because it's appealing, right? You go and you see something online, you're like, oh, Polynesian chest tattoo or something, and you're like, oh, that's pretty sick. Like,
right.
As somebody from outside the culture, you don't really know what it means, but you can appreciate it. So you go in and take it in and say, I want this same thing, not knowing that it's somebody else's story.
Right. I mean, I guess it's the same as if you take a dragon, right? Or a Chinese character.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you just, it's similar. A lot of people do that, especially when we're working in shops. They just, hey, I want this, I want that. But Polynesian stuff is very different.
Mm-hmm.
So, how about you, John?
Yeah, I think when it comes to like Polynesian, yeah, you definitely don't want to copy other people's tattoo. Is my mic on? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. But
bring it closer to your mouth.
You like that, don't you? But yeah, like flash art. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a lot of shops with flash art where you could just pick and choose. Like, oh, I want this tattoo, whatever, and a lot of shops that do that. But I think when it comes to like, when somebody wants something more custom,
Yeah.
I guess then it's cool if they do their research beforehand and find an artist that will actually take the time to.
Have you ever had anyone come in wanting
like a specific
like a
tattoo?
copy a tattoo?
Yeah, a lot. Yeah.
Did you do it?
I tried. No.
Huh?
I tried to talk them out of it. Sometimes they're like, well, I really want to do this and you want to do that. And I really like how it looks. And there are times where I just like passed it to somebody else. This is when I was working at
At the shop. Right. Another
like,
shop.
Because you got a couple different things going on, right? One, you're copying someone else's work.
Yeah.
Two, it's like you're copying another tattoo artist's work.
Yeah.
Whether they copied it from somewhere or, and then you have somebody else's story, and then I think that's it.
No, I mean, there's a lot to it.
It's like really frowned upon though, in the tattoo like industry, like
Right.
copying, like other artists will like
even non-Polynesian stuff,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
copying a tattoo. It's
I've
not
seen-
yours, you know.
I've seen artists like put other artists on blast, like on Instagram, like taking like they'll have their tattoo and then the tattoo of another person, and they'll compare it. They're like, look at this guy, stealing my stuff.
Yeah,
Like. But I mean, didn't you say you had a story where somebody had like copied a tattoo
Yeah,
that you've done?
they try. Yeah,
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
it was
They
really
attempted-
similar.
they
I mean,
attempted it, yeah.
they attempted it, and with poly tats, it's really hard because the body's different, you know. But you could tell if someone actually copies something.
Mhm.